Ladies and gentlemen and distinguished guests, welcome to the induction of the Honorable Dakota D. Ramseur as a judge of the Civil Court of the City of New York.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God. Oh God. Oh my God. This is amazing.
I'm not going to make the mistake of asking everyone to sit down and then ask them to stand up again. So at this point, I'd like to call up June Towns to sing Lift Every Voice and Sing. Please be seated.
Marcella could have did that. Marcella, she's also a renowned opera singer.
Okay.
chemist,
Good
engineer,
evening. My
and
name is
officer.
George J. Silver, and I'm thrilled and honored to be your Master of Ceremonies as we swear in our newest Civil Court Judge, Dakota Ramseur. In preparation for this induction, I searched for the origin of the name Dakota Ramseur.
That's
To be honest,
down with.
I was very afraid to do a search of my own name. But feel free to do it yourself. Dakota has its origins and means friend and ally in the language of a Native American tribe. And boy, is that accurate. Dakota has been a loyal and devoted friend, and it looks like it's about to pass out, and an ally for many, many years. It was even more of a revelation when I did some research which uncovered the name Ramseur, which means, quote, you are the law unto yourself. You are honest and fair because you know that this is the only way to receive justice. And trust me, I didn't make up this stuff. When I finished reading, I thought, wow, the name certainly fits the person. Now, Dakota gave me very strict instructions to keep the program moving along since we have an abundance of speakers, because everyone wanted to speak. I am taking certain liberties and asking our speakers to remember the words of Stephen King in his book, The Little Red Handbook of Public Speaking and Presentation, where he stated, no audience ever complained about a presentation or a speech being too short. So with that in mind, I have to tell you something. This is my better side, by the way. You're going to get my good side. You know what? When you hear the county leader laugh, then you know the joke is good. But I have to tell you, this has been a stellar year for the election of both Supreme and Civil Court justices and judges in New York County. Under his leadership, Manhattan has again elected a qualified and a diverse bench which reflects the beautiful mosaic of this great county. It is my personal honor to introduce our county leader, the very Honorable Keith Wright.
Excuse me.
Good evening. Thank you, Judge Silver, for that wonderful introduction. But usually in these programs, the Honorable Fern Fisher, I think, usually speaks before anybody else speaks. And I wanted to be first because I have a meeting afterwards with Fern Fisher. So anyway, after being duly admonished by Judge Silver, I will keep my remarks as brief as possible, although we do say it a little bit differently uptown, Your Honor.
I was doing it for the downtown.
For the downtown. What we say uptown is that you have to, there are 5 B's. 5 B's that we're told when we're talking in audiences like this. Be brief, brother, be brief. Let me just say this. As many of you know, my father he served in the civil court as well as the Supreme Court for a number of years, and he was probably sworn in a room just like this. And my brother also is an acting Supreme Court judge. My godfather was a Supreme Court judge as well. And I embarrassed the whole family right after law school, and I went into politics rather than the law. Well, obviously, Dakota did not want to embarrass her family, and she's carrying on the wonderful tradition of the law, and she is certainly to be congratulated. We have probably one of the best processes in order to become a judge around in Manhattan. We're very proud of it. And when Dakota was going through the process, she was uptown, downtown, Chinatown, Gramercy Park, Kicks Bay, Murray Hill, Washington, wherever you, and she just charmed everybody to death.
She did.
And, you know, I'm sorry we couldn't make her a judge before that. Because, and there's no doubt she's going to be a wonderful, wonderful judge. And certainly she brings a great temperament to the job, and certainly she will represent us all well. And before I get up, I just want to say one thing. Dakota, I come to a lot of these things. And certainly all of our district leaders, can all the district leaders stand up? So these are what the district leaders in New York. But we just say this, I've been to a number of these things, and I don't think there's anybody else that's going to pack the house the way you did.
Amen.
Dakota, go forth, conquer, represent your family, represent your community, and just have a little fun while you're there. All right?
Amen.
I have to tell you, I was put in a real bad position because when I was in the back of the room, Judge Fisher called me over. She gave me a tip and she said, I have to go first. 2 minutes later, the county leader called me over and said, I have to go first. So if you want to know where I'm going to be tomorrow, I'll be in civil Richmond.
I like it.
I'm not going to introduce someone who doesn't need to be introduced. So now I'm in Queens.
I yielded to the county leader. And I don't have to run again, so I don't have to yield to the county. That's how old I am, folks. Anyway, welcome. Welcome to the Civil Court of the City of New York and to Dakota's swearing in. You know, I've been doing swearing in ceremonies for 16 plus years. So you can figure out how many swearing-ins I've done over the course of my career as an administrative judge. But there's some swearing-ins that are special. And this one is special because I've known Dakota for a number of years as a young attorney, as the president of the Metropolitan Black Bar Association, as a court attorney, and I've known her family for a while. So this is a little bit special. And I agree with Keith. This is a packed house.
Yes, yes.
Uptown's in the house, downtown, west side, and I know he's here. Okay, and that's a good sign. When I see people standing along the walls, and Dakota, keep it short because people don't want to stand. That's a sign of someone who not only did their homework to become a judge, but who understands what coming from the community is all about. So when you pack a house like this, it means you've done a good job.
Amen.
But we all know that she did not do this good job by herself. I see faces out there. I won't start calling names. But that you put her here. You put her here. And the Ramseur Village put her here.
Bye. I know.
Do
You okay?
not forget that. All right? We hope this is not the last stop for Dakota, so she will need you in the future. She will need you in the future, so stand by her side. And when she's not doing what she's supposed to do, pull her coattail or call me.
All right.
I'm going to yield because there are a lot of speakers, but I am going to take the Deputy Chief Administrative Judge's prerogative. You know, I used to introduce all the judges, and people are beginning to say I can't do it anymore. I can, but I'm not. But I am going to take the liberty of introducing 2 judges, if you don't mind. And the first African-American woman on the Court of Appeals, but she's also one of my best friends, the Honorable Sheila Abdul. used to being introduced and she's still being humble, but girl, you got it. And I am happy for the first time to do this publicly. The supervising judge of New York County Civil Court, the Honorable Tanya Kennedy.
All right. I think so. I thought that was her.
Judges, stand, turn, and say hello to the crowd. These are the judges of New York City who served you well. Most of them are from Manhattan, not all, but most of them are from Manhattan. And I have to say, sorry, those folks are from other counties. We do a good job in Manhattan. We do a good job in Brooklyn, too. These men and women are working under tough conditions, under tough times, but they still manage to dispense justice every day. And thank you, thank you, thank you. So, Dakota, your colleagues are here, your friends are here, your family's here. Enjoy this day. And stop being so nervous.
I know, I know.
Our part's over. You're elected.
Yes.
Well, I want to say two things. Brooklyn's in the house too.
Right?
When I was elected to civil court in 2004, I was in civil court Kings County for 4.5 years under the leadership of the Honorable Sylvia Hines Braddock. And let me tell you something, I got my education as a judge in Brooklyn. So welcome. Well, I have to tell you, unlike Judge Fisher, I do have to run. So if the county leader would like to come back later and say a few more, I ain't done, I gotta run again. 13 years, 12 months, or 13 years, 11 months, 18 days, and 12 hours. No, I like being in. See, I'm thinking. I'm telling you, I gotta talk to my friend Pat the man. Talk about a hot bench. I mean, our next speaker is very near and dear to me. She hates when I say she's my boss, and she's really not my boss, she's my friend. She's the administrative judge for the first department, and will sometime in the far or near future be Dakota's boss. What she has done with this court is amazing. She's reduced the case loads. She's available to everyone. I come up to her all the time, and not only when I have a sugar fit, but it's my best honor to introduce my friend, the Honorable Sherry Feinheitler. And it's not
everybody. This is really a terrific evening, and I'm going to share a secret with you. I really don't know Dakota. I've heard all about Dakota. I've heard so many people tell me how wonderful she is. And tonight, walking in here and seeing this standing room only crowd, I guess Dakota is a very, very special lady. So I have to share a secret. So Dakota, I'm kind of sad that all of the fabulous judges immediately get sent to every other court except civil court. But eventually, I think you will return to the court that you were elected to. But even though there are so many people in the room tonight, I really want to share a secret with you. At the very end of all of the speeches, I know that some wonderful people will be coming up and putting a robe on you. Is that right? That's a good guess. The robe has a magic quality. You're going to find out that when you walk into a room in a courthouse, everybody's going to stand up because you are wearing the magic robe. It's a very unusual feeling the first time that it happens. Here's my prediction, ladies and gentlemen, and this is not a secret. Whereas, perhaps in the first few months, people will be walking in, and when it is announced that Dakota Ramseur is coming in, they will stand up for the robe. And I think after a few months, when they get to know you, they're going to be standing up for you.
Amen.
I wish you
Amen.
a fabulous career. Thank you and have a great evening, everybody.
Dakota, let me tell you another secret about the robe. It's very slimming.
Oh, God.
He's a good one.
Some people are readily recognized for the mere mention of their names. When I mention the name Inez, everyone knows that I'm referring to the council member from Central Harlem and the Upper West Side, the very, very honorable Inez E. Dickens. Council member Dickens has been, you can clap. Council member has been a strong, effective, and vocal voice, not only for constituents, but for all the citizens of this city. Her brilliant approach in resolving many of the city's most difficult issues, including housing and zoning, have been recognized and applauded by many. Her devotion to her community and the city is unparalleled. I am honored to call her my sister, and I personally want to state that I will be eternally grateful for her consistent and unyielding support of me. Councilmember Dickens.
My brother.
Exactly.
Well, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
You know, because this is a testament. Look around at the number of people that are here to witness you adopt the robes of the People's Court. Please give her a hand.
Amen. Thank you, Jesus.
I want to congratulate Dakota, but you know, there was one thing, you know, that you said, Jerry mentioned about the robe, and it's just special. And George mentioned that it had a special feature. Well, you know, I just want you to know, Dakota, see, you're voluptuous. Don't worry about Slim. George has to worry about it. But not just because of the robe. I know that you are the right person for this judgeship in the people's house.
Amen.
You will make a positive difference in the lives of so many people in this great city. The residents come to rely upon you. They will rely upon your fairness, your ability to listen, your desire for all to have justice, tempered with fairness, kindness, but justice for all. With your many years of experience, which includes serving as a judicial court attorney and an assistant district attorney in Brooklyn, which I will forgive you for, you will serve well in one of the most diversified and busiest courts in all of New York State. In addition, for those of you that didn't know, but Dakota and I, She's an alum of my alma mater, Howard University.
All right. Go ahead, Erica. She graduated.
Howard, that adds in of itself.
That's right.
It's remarkable. That's right. Give it up again.
All right.
Accomplishments. And I know you will hold and uphold our university's motto of truth and service. I wish you well, Dakota, in your new position. And I once again want to congratulate you on your election. I know that the judges, your colleagues that you will be serving with, will welcome your experience. They will be more than happy to share with you their experiences, their knowledge in the People's House. And together, this will continue to be a phenomenal, phenomenal court. I thank you for taking this responsibility because it's not easy. It sounds great and you're called honorable, but it's difficult to serve the public, uphold the rule of law, and protect the rights of all citizens. God bless you, Dakota, and God bless this court and all of our judges. Thank you.
Amen.
Our next speaker wears two important yet distinct hats, and yet people still wear hats. One hat that Gerald Kahn wears is that of an extremely accomplished trial attorney. The other hat is that of a district leader coming out of the Ansonia Independent Democrats, which I have to tell you, it's double yay, that's my home club. Whichever hat he wears, his support of a civil court candidate, and as a matter of fact, the Supreme Court candidate, is so crucial to success. Since Jerry is in the trenches each and every day, Jerry knows firsthand what the ingredients are to make a qualified and competent jurist. That is why when Jerry comes out loud and clear to support you, you are well on your way. It is my personal pleasure to introduce my friend and district leader, if I had a district leader because I'm not political.
He can moderate anywhere, right?
As George knows you, my name is Jerry Kahn. I'm a trial lawyer. And I'm also involved in politics. I'm the district leader for the Ansonia Independent Democrats. That's a political club on the Upper West Side, 67th Assembly District, Party. And I came to know Dakota when she came and became a member of my club. And, you know, you take a look at people and you try to size them up. And, you know, we do various political things. And one of the most important of those is to go out and get petitions signed for the people who are running for public office. And Dakota was given that kind of job. And she went out, she was on the street day after day. And she was, you know, just new to the process. And lo and behold, she gathered the most petitions in that campaign. Over 200 signatures on petitions. And that is an amazing thing. And I had my eye on her ever since. Now, what are the qualities of a judge? has to know the law. Judge has to be fair. Judge has to be practical. And the judge has to treat people with dignity and respect. In addition to that, the judge has to maintain control of the courtroom. And do it in a way that does not offend people. And also, judge has to have experience in trial practice. Now, if you look at Dakota's resume, you'll see that from the time she graduated from law school, she started on that road. She worked for the Association of the Bar for 2 years in the legal referral service. Then after that, for 3.5 years, she was an assistant district attorney, working in Brooklyn, in the district attorney's office. After that, for another 2.5 years, she was with a firm practicing civil law, and she was a courtroom lawyer. She did everything from depositions to appearing in court and arguing motions to trial practice. And then she really got her training. She became a principal court attorney for Judge Bailey Schifrin in Brooklyn. Now, just because she's done all of these things doesn't necessarily mean that she's going to do this. But I had the opportunity just a little less than 2 months ago to be in Judge Bailey Schifrin's courtroom. And Dakota was there, and she greeted me. And I was able to observe the manner in which she handled things, how she handled the litigants who were in that courtroom, how she handled the jurors who came through that courtroom. And she did it with dignity. She treated them well. She kept decorum. And it was an excellent experience there for everybody who was in that courtroom. I am really very, very happy to see Dakota embark upon this new aspect of her career. She will be a civil court judge, and I have no doubt that she will move up